Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. So it's late here, so I just wanted to share some cards that I made for Christmas. I know we are long past Christmas, but I just wanted to share it with you guys because it was from the Simon Says card kit, and I made the cards, and because I was extra busy with home and work and whatnot, I was not able to share it with you, but I didn't want to pass up on the opportunity to share my creations with you guys. So here I am. Now basically I made some simple cards and some not so simple cards. So basically I just wanted to start and let's get going. The video will be short and hopefully we get through this very quick. So I made this wasn't the first card, but this was one of my simplest cards that I made. A stamp. I didn't do any stamping or anything like that. I used one of the card parts from the card kit, and I pack away the contents of the card kit already. I didn't do an unboxing of the card kit, which I'm sorry that I didn't, but more or less it was one of the cutter parts, as I said, and I just put some stickers, and on top of the stickers I put some glossy accents to give it some dimension. And basically that was one of my cards, very simple, right? Let's see this one. Oh, that's the first one I'm sharing. This other one is basically the same thing, except that I did stamp and emboss this sentiment in gold. I used this red and white ribbon I had in my stash. This is a cutter part from the kit, as well as one of the pattern piece of the pattern paper. I matted it onto some green, and I used a white card base. I didn't really stamp anything into the cards, so just a few of them I stamped stuff in. This other one, I used one of the images that came in the stamp, on the stamp. I embossed it in gold, and I stamped the Merry Christmas sentiment. I used some Nouveau drops and this gold and white ribbon. This is not ribbon, this is cord. This has some gloss, shiny, and this one, yes, I did stamp into this. Have a holly jolly holiday. And this other one, I used some of the pieces from the ephemera pack. They gave us a pack of ephemera with like about probably 30 something pieces or more, because it had a lot and I still have a lot remaining. So I kind of tried to stick it in the shape of a banner, and I used some stickers. If you're seeing the glitter on it, that is from the stickers. And I used the red satin ribbon that came in the kit, and I stuck it, and I used this pattern paper just to break up the red and white on the background, and I matted it onto green. I stamped the Merry Christmas sentiment, embossed it in on clear. So I stamped it with the Fine ink, and then I embossed it with clear embossing powder. So that's the first fourth card. This one is a very simple card as well. Same thing, I cut apart from the kit, matted it onto this is the envelope that came in the kit, the red that is a red metallic, and I just stamped those hollies onto white cardstock with the ink that came in that little green Distress ink, one of the new additions to the Distress ink family. We got it in the kit in a cube rather, and I cut it out, fussy cut it, because this was pretty simple to cut out. I used some pattern paper from the kit, as well as, this is from my stash, and I just matted it onto the screen, and I used the card base was from the kit as well. I cut it down, and I used it as a card kit. This other card, I have a die for Christmas trees, and I cut 3 of it out, and I used some gems that I had in my stash. This sentiment is from the ephemera pack, as well as I matted it, or I placed it onto some foam tape, and that was it. Pretty simple. I used some Spectrum Noir. Oh my gosh, one of my gems came off. But the Spectrum Noir is not evenly, so I see I have a lot of the gloss coming off on my fingers, and I didn't like how it came off, but nonetheless, I'll try to fix it before I send it off to the end of this year. I'll be definitely be sending this to some friends or family. This is another simple card. What I did, I used one of the ephemera pieces. I mounted it up onto foam tape. This piece is not from anything from the kit. I had this in a paper pad that I bought for Christmas, and I fussy kind of cut around the edges of it. Poinsettias, I love poinsettias, and I just needed it to break up this green on the card, and to kind of tie in this red candles with this. And I just used some Nuvo drops onto the flame of the candle, and basically that was the card. Basically, this was one of my favorite cards, or is one of my favorite cards. And what I did is stamp the image with the same green ink. I can't remember the name of it, and I don't have it anywhere close to me. And I stamped the Missing You at Christmas sentiment, Christmas time rather, and I embossed it with clear embossing powder. And basically I just put some glossy accents after I colored I colored the berries, so at least I think it's berries. And I think I should have done some more coloring, but nonetheless, I used some red card base from what I had in my stash, and that's basically my card. This is the 9th card. I cut out the candy cane, the die that came in the kit. There is the base, as well as there is the outline. So I see everybody was using it the opposite way. I saw persons were using red and then the white outline. But as far as I know of candy canes, I mean, I don't live in the US, but they sell them here in Trinidad, and I know that it's more white than red. So I decided to switch it up, and I used the white to cut out like the base of the candy cane, and the red to cut out the outline of the candy cane. I used this holly. I put some gems here. Actually, to the back of this, it actually has a candy cane facing the same direction. So I just wanted to mimic that, but I just wanted to put my personal touch. I matted this cutter part onto this black and white cardstock, pattern paper rather, and then placed it onto this red and white pattern paper as well. Matted it onto this white just to break up the red, separate the red from the pattern paper from the red cardstock. And this final card that I have here, it was an inspiration from a YouTuber, Vicky, can't remember her name exactly, but she lives, I think is in Germany. She has a channel here, and she used the same frame, and she used the same candy cane, I think she used the holly as well, and not sure if she used this joy, but I used this striped piece of paper because I kind of wanted to separate or make the sentiments stand out from the background, you know. And I used some of the Spectrum Noir, the glitter pen, and that was it. So that is my 10 cards from the one kit, and I know that they had like 2 other kits. I don't get all the kits, I get the ones that I like, and I know that I can make several cards from them. Because I live in Trinidad, we don't have snow here. Yes, I have friends in the US that I send cards to, but I really didn't see myself using the full content of, or all of the content from the January card kits. So I didn't get that one. I opted out of that one, and hopefully I'll get the one for February, which is a love theme. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I know most persons are already working on their Valentine. I saw my friend Sonia Winston. She is doing a lot of Valentine theme projects, and hopefully I'll start soon. I just got some ideas recently because I was like, I don't know how to start. But what I'll do is probably pull out all of the Valentine theme items that I have in my stash, and probably I'll get the inspiration from that. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video with my few cards that I made, couple cards that I made, and hopefully I'll be on again. I have another project that I want to share, and I hope to get that out to you all very soon. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.